From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the New York Giants. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. This is fielded at the goal line.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16.
16 yards. First down, New York.
Ready? Hey, do.
On 1st and 10, Jones. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early 2nd down and long. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Jones now throwing on 4th down. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll run it for the first time with Williams.
All I had to do was not
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. They go play action here on 1st down. Out to his left, and it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They give it to Williams, running right. And a solid run down inside the 30. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 29. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was a
nice
hit.
play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you
like, hey,
absolutely have to
have
get
the ball.
takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
Elisha, you the fullback. You supposed to hold that block.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense has got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. Now Saquon Barkley, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jones. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Jones escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. The ball comes out,
go, Danny
but
Vick.
this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. Jones from the gun, he'll throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Touchdown, Giants! Darius Slayton, 46 yards, and the Giants have taken the lead. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Linebacker play. Let's go.
They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Get him.
27. Mahomes.
Get him.
He's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Alec Ogletree charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Here's Mahomes to throw.
Y'all here. Let's go.
Leonard Williams, the former
Tell that boy stop
#6
dancing in the
overall
backfield.
pick, got the sack that time.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack.
That's what he talking about. His run defense. We're going to keep testing his ass. Shit. What the fuck he talking about?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that.
Get out of there.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. And even 50 yards on the ground. try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Hello, my wonderful sister.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Throwing, Jones. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
On second down, here's Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Now Jones going to throw on third and goal. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That pick hurts a little extra because it was third down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now here's Mahomes being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. It's Barkley on the counter. Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Jones. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Here's Jones on third down. Flush to his right. This is caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. They'll give it to him up the middle, and he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley taking it in, and the Giants are able to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets... Past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action. Now Mahomes dancing to his left. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
They holding me really bad, and I don't know why. Like, what the fuck did I do to Madden to deserve this shit?
Sliding out of the pocket.
Let's go.
Now on the run.
Ooh, great play.
Back deep over the middle.
Great hit.
And that'll be incomplete. Good protection.
I didn't even see that boy over there on the backside.
Now it's 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Taking a deep shot here for Hunt, and that's caught.
That was my section. My bad, team. My bad.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. This offense finding its legs now.
We learning.
1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Steps away to his
okay, I see how you
It's
playing.
Kelsey on the ground.
All right,
He
all
gets
right.
it inside the 10 to the 9.
So he gonna make something happen.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have
Don't let him
highlights
control your
and analysis of this first half.
Hell no. Matter of fact, let's slide over here.
Now
What are you
it's
talking
Mahomes
about?
again.
Let's go.
The pressure right. It's Hill.
Let's go.
Complete. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4.
I don't care if
and
he
now it's
scores.
2nd
It's
and
how
goal.
he scores.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, but now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Butker able to put this one through. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Good way to sit
He's up
outside.
past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Boy going to work out here.
The Giants
right,
offense
so I
at
gotta
the
beat
line,
him
ready
without
to begin
showing
their
him all
next
my
drive.
tricks.
Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal.
And that's caught inside the 35. And this will set them up nicely deep down at
Way to
KC
be patient, 'cause
territory.
our show was about to take off.
A big play there just before halftime. 58 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on first. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable
Damn it,
loss
boy.
here.
All y'all had to do was block for me.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Back to throw. Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Scared money don't make no money.
And
money.
no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
All right, fuck it. I'll come up the middle if that's where you want me at.
They'll run with Barkley. Oh, and I think
Okay.
he went backward. He did. Saquon Barkley denied on 4th down. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Final shot before the half from Mahomes.
Stupid out here.
Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run.
All the way
Deep
across
left
the field.
side. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will be brought
Kid
down
up
as
with
time
morale.
is
Now he
now
gonna
run
be
out
throwing
on
stupid.
this first half of action.
Feelings hurt.
So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, 2nd half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play
That's
call.
cold.
Because a 1-play drive
Deck
where you
that
throw an
boy.
interception. A lot of people think the very next
that
time out,
formation
run
gonna
the
keep working
football,
on me?
don't
No.
give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Mahomes, escaping the pressure right. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another 1st down with that run.
Rolling to his right, and that's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
To throw again on 2nd down, Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Lorenzo Carter able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And it's complete. It's Damian Williams.
Small play,
A
small
big
play.
pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, Have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet? And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Mahomes going to throw. And it's complete.
Y'all keep letting him
Kelsey.
snag these
That
animations.
one good for 12 yards
Like
into
there's no
Kansas
reason.
City first.
None.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
Here we go.
He can run for it, and he will. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they called the field general.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Flush to his right. And I think the ball's out. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Well, they've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal?
Hey, you don't want to see me.
They'll let the fullback try and pick it up. This is Anthony Sherman. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. They'll look to run for it with Williams. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Stop getting killed, bro.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field. And he likes touchdowns, not field goals.
Who the fuck just
now,
hopped
your
that
field goal
boy
kicker,
down?
you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Barkley. measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Jones now going to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down. And the kick by Rosas is good. And that will push the lead up to 5. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Mahomes now on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Lorenzo Carter bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
To try again after the sack. Mahomes going deep for Hill. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Got his man. It's Williams.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he's on to punt for Kansas City. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him. Find him.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 20. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They go play action here on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. The ball comes out, and the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes He's going to go for a big play downfield. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
This is Barkley.
Oh, man, here you go.
Maybe a yard.
It's like the 8th time in this game.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darius Slayton, his second touchdown of the night. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Emmanuel Ogbah, his second sack of the night. Throwing on second and long. Jones. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for the Giants. 46 yards.
I'm going to test you, bro.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Daniel Jones keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Offensively, pretty effective option play there for the score.
Certainly was, and it appeared to me that the defense overshifted and overplayed the trail back, the pitch man, and almost forgot about the quarterback. In fact, they did forget about the quarterback, and he turned it into a touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flushed out right. Well, Mahomes
playing that shit, running to the side.
Down he goes.
Run to the side.
Lorenzo Carter make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. And he's going to go down again. Lorenzo Carter, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. Third and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off right around the 43. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Jones on 1st and 10. He's got his man. This is Tate.
Keep playing hard.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Let's go, B. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Deep river.
Another try for Barkley. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Hey, Foxtrot. Get it.
Now Jones going to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton there to make the grab. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. Just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge.
It's caught inside the 25. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 75 yards. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 19-point ball game.
Chiefs 19.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Giants take over first and 10.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. He's going to rifle one deep left, and this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 51 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Chris Jones make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, 31 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game.
19.
So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end. And, you know, some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time. And they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Kansas City.